Well, welcome to Maverick Arena, just about ready for some basketball here on Saturday night as the Southside Mavericks will take on the Rogers Mounties in a Key 7A West ball game for the girls and the boys tonight. I'm Keith Evans, along with Terrell King. We'll be calling the action tonight. And Terrell, it's going to be a back-to-back ball games probably for both teams trying to get in some games because of the weather.
That's it. I mean, these Rogers Cats came a long way to play some ball tonight. It sounds like it's going to be a fun one.
You know, Lady Mavs had a struggle last night getting going. Played pretty good the second half.
Yeah,
but by that time, the game was already out of reach. And it's going to be one of those games tonight where they need to get early. And that's kind of been the key for this Lady Mav team is making things happen early.
Yeah, making good passes and, getting some rebounds. That's, I think, going to be key in this one tonight. I don't know if you keep up with Arkansas Razorbacks, Keith, but I heard I call it the must rule. And one thing that they try to do every game is pass the ball 200 times. I've never heard that before.
Now, is that for the whole game, 200 passes?
Whole game,
okay.
They try to hit 200 passes. That obviously, you're not going to have the clock to do that here, but
I have heard that, and I think the one game he was really upset they had 165.
165, that's right.
Going to go here with Sophia Nyhouse jumping center for the Lady Mavs against Brooklyn Owens. Lady Mavs control the tip with Tampus in the front court. Rogers going with a 1-3-1 zone defense. Ball thrown out of bounds.
That was the right look right there, though.
Terrell, one thing about this Lady Mav team I think they really need to do is work on is when you take the ball to the hole, you go strong to the hole. Don't try to dish it back out. If you got a shot, take the shot, because a lot of times when you try to go back out like that, bad things happen. It goes the other way for some easy baskets.
Always take the open look. I mean, there's times I guess you're open as a big out three-point land, maybe pass it up, but you see that open look, you get it.
Okay, the Robinson on the rebound pushes into the front court, takes it all the way to the hole. Ball's going to be stripped. Lady Mounties on the run here. Take it down, and the ball goes out of bounds, and looked like it actually went off of Kiera Owens, kicked it out of bounds.
That's what it looked like.
Going to retain possession. Southside working out of a man defense. They've got Suggs along with Robinson, Peyton Yaffe, Michaela Tampus, and Sophia Nyhouse.
Yeah, the only thing I could think, Keith, maybe is a kickball. They just didn't signal it.
Going to get a reach in on Yaffe, the first foul of the ball game. Yeah, key for Southside, they're going to have to get some good looks. They've had two offensive possessions here, and both possessions, they
unforced.
Yeah, unforced turnovers. There's a nice drive penetration down low, and a good job by Nyhouse rejecting the shot of Brooklyn Owens.
Nice
Campus
look.
gets it down low. Yeah, Yaffe had a good ball game against Fayetteville, had 8 points, hit some threes, works the high post. Here's a three by Suggs on the way off the back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Robinson in there. And that's kind of Robinson's game right there.
Yeah.
I think if she works that low post, does a good job of getting positioned on the inside and actually force it off the Lady Mountie back to the Lady Mavs.
Yeah, that's it, Keith. All about position right there.
Suggs are working in bounds, gets it into Tampus. Rogers going with the man defense. Here's a three on the way by Yaffe up. Rolls around, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sayla Blockberger.
Kind of going back to what you said, though, Keith. Those are good looks. Those are the shots you want to shoot.
There's a drive to the inside by Sabelle Solis. Ball goes out of bounds back to Lady Mavs. About a minute and a half in here. No score. This Rogers team switches up a lot. Now they're going back to a 2-1-2 zone defense. There's a nice inside pass to Nyhouse to the Tampus. Here's a three on the way. No good by Suggs.
Nice.
And there's Nyhouse for the rebound, 2 points. Great position on the inside by Sophia Nyhouse, having a good ball game early. Going to get a walking call as Kate Owens takes off.
That's it. I think we're playing at a pace a little faster than what we'd like, but it's actually, I think, tougher on Rogers right now.
And that's been the key, too. And we talk about this almost every ball game when the other team, especially if they start, we put a little pressure on early. I think that's kind of sped the game up a bit.
Yep.
But that's been one thing that Southside is doing a pretty good job of is don't speed your game up just to, try to beat the press. You beat them by hitting the open person is the key for that. And, Southside doing a good job so far being able to do that.
That right there is one thing I really like seeing is that bounce pass right there, Keith. I mean, sometimes everything else is blocked off from you, but that bounce pass is always open.
Kiera Owens, her first personal foul.
They do the old hockey line change there on us, Keith. Got a new team out there.
Lady Mavs will get the ball. That's what Southside's going to have to do a better job of too. Is those lazy passes.
Yeah, I always say dribble over. You know what I mean? Take the ball to the target, and that's one thing. Even like that right there, kind of like you said, they're just a little bit lazy.
Nice inside post delivery. Here's the penetration by Robinson. Swings it back out to Tampus. Cross court. Oh, nice inside pass by Nyhouse is going to be tipped away and stolen. Penetration all the way in by Taylor Chrisman. Ball's going to be taken away. Robinson wants to push it up. She's going to be fouled. That'll be 2 fouls on Kiera Owens. Second team foul.
There you go, Keith. Now they got 4 new ones on the court.
That's Kate Owens actually checking back in. She started the ball game. Lady Mav's going to work it around. There's a nice entry pass. And nice no-look pass for Kayla Robinson. And she's going to be fouled. But that was a great pass, though, by Tampus. And Southside doing a good job, Terrell, so far, working that high post, feeding the low post.
Yeah, drive it open.
That's got to be the toughest shot in basketball, point blank like that.
It really is. You're almost under the goal at that point.
Kayla makes the first free throw. She'll get a second one here. Second free throw up, and it's also good. Southside leads 4-zip here. A little over 3 minutes into the ball game. This press, I think you're right, Terrell. This press has really kind of sped the game up for Lady Mounties.
It has. I think we're playing a little bit faster on offense than coach probably wants us to be, but you know what? If you can manage the pace, keep it up. Keep the pressure on them.
Nice penetration to the basket by Chrisman. That's Peyton Yaffe's second team foul. As Taylor Chrisman will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good.
It's the only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get in the dadgum foul battle with them.
Kalia Pressey will check in the ball game for the Lady Maps. Second free throw up, short, no good. There's Nyhouse for the rebound. Lady Maps pushing in the front court with Robinson. They'll swing it back around to Suggs. Suggs will go down low, tries to feed the ball down low. Had a good idea, just a bit high on the pass. Lady Mavs getting some good looks.
They really are. And they're making some good looks happen, too. That's what I like. Watch them, kind of like what you're saying, attack that bucket.
Good job by Tampus, knocks the ball out of bounds. Now, this press has been a difference maker.
Well, we know we got a lot of hustlers out there. I think you kind of take advantage of that with the press.
They'll get the ball in. Tampus does a good job.
Hustler.
Front man defense.
There you go.
And the good thing is you're right, though. They're really trying to push it up, and Southside coming and get some back help there, makes the steal. Feed the ball down to Pressey. Cross court to Nyhouse. Back to the corner. Here's a three by Kayla Robinson up off the back of the rim. No good. Pressey fights for the rebound. Rogers will get it as Kiera Owens will push it in the front court. Here's an open three. It's going to be short. Gets her own rebound. That's Chrisman, and she'll be fouled. Go to the line for 2 free throws.
Foul call number 10 for the Mavericks.
It's Kalia Pressey, her first personal foul. Chrisman will get 2 free throws here. She's 1 for 2 here in the ball game so far. First free throw up and good. As Lydia Ann Adams will check in for the Lady Mavs. Well, Terrell, so far you've got to be pleased if you're the Lady Mavs. The most concerning thing I would say, though, for them, they've had some point-blank looks that they've got to finish. And that's going to be a key as the game goes on. You don't want to look back on those and let that be a difference maker. They're getting the looks while doing a really good job of eliminating the Lady Mounties from getting very many looks and even shots.
That's what I like. I mean, that press, I think, has been very effective so far. And, we've taken quite a few shots. Now, a lot of them have been three-point shots, but they're open looks. And I think you just keep, if you get those open looks, you take them. You take them every time. And sooner or later, you're going to start getting that roll.
Well, it's kind of the key thing, too. You say you make 1 or 2 many passes, and then, some bad things can happen. And, Southside's done a pretty good job, too, really working that high post down to the low post, getting some open looks. And Nyhouse really playing well on both ends, too.
Mm-hmm.
As Chrisman makes the second one, she has all 3 points for the Lady Mounties. Cuts the lead to 1, 4-3 Lady Mavs. Rogers coming out in a man defense here. Get the ball to Pressey up top. Tempest looks to penetrate in. Swings it over to Ari Acevedo for 3 on the way off the back of the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's pulled down by Kayla Robinson. Going to have a jump ball. Go back to the Lady Mounties. Actually, I believe it's going to be the Lady Mav. Let's see.
I was thinking it should be us.
We controlled the opening tip of the ball game. Stampus looks to get it in. We'll get it into Pressey. Pressey looks cross court to Kayla Robinson. Penetrates the baseline. Will go up from about 8 feet. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Brooklyn Owens. Southside will get the balls. Tempest will inbound the ball.
Nice.
Gets it into Robinson. Fights hard to the basket. Can't finish. Here's a 3 on the way up. Rolls around no good. And there's the rebound. Fight for the ball. There's going to be a third opportunity. It's going to be knocked away by Lady Mavs. Yeah, not having Nyhouse in the ball game is a big difference. Stampus will set the offense.
Yeah, definitely on the defensive side of the boards, but tell you what, Robinson is tough.
Would you agree, though, her game's down low post?
Almost center. I think she's definitely a low post naturally, but it's like right there, I think.
They lost her balance on that shot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice penetration all the way down, up, and no good. Lady Mounties getting another second opportunity here.
There you go.
There's Robinson with the steal. Wants to push it in the front court. Does a good job of getting the ball back. And Southside going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, I think it's a good timeout right there.
Well, you kind of saw a key difference there, though, with Nyhouse out of the ball game. Southside really struggling to get that defensive rebound.
Well, and it's our first 6 against their first 11. 9 player. I don't know. It's a different way of subbing than I'm kind of used to, but I think we've handled it pretty well. But you can see we're kind of sucking wind a little bit more than they are right now.
Well,
I thought that's a good timeout for that reason.
I think those substitution pattern that the coach put on for Rogers, I think it was more out of frustration.
It could have been. It could have been.
I don't think he was real happy. They were really struggling to get some points at the time and actually had several turnovers. And, sometimes you want to make a statement, and I think that's what he was doing. But it's like you said, I think it also benefited him in the fact that, these girls, that have come in the ball game, especially Taylor Chrisman. She came in the ball game. She's got all 3 points for the Lady Mounties. Suggs will set the offense up for the Lady Mavs. Tries getting inside. Had a little difficulties there, but what I thought was kind of funny was Sayla Blockberger tried to get that tie up. She's going to tie Acevedo up by going around and putting her in a headlock, and she thought better of it, went around and got the tie up. So smart play by Blockberger.
Right.
Getting to work that high post to Pressey. A lot of contact at the high post.
I've been impressed with Pressey, too.
Yeah,
playing tough.
Got some game, and only a sophomore. Here's a nice penetration by Lydia Ann Adams. Will fire it up off the backboard, no good. But I like Lydia Ann Adams' game, too. She brings a lot of energy when she comes in. She's kind of like Robinson's that way, too. When they're in the game, and we're seeing it from Pressey, too, they bring a lot of energy when they come in the ball game. She'll get 2 shots here. First one's up, and it's good.
Back in the game for Southside, number 11, Sophia Nyhouse. Now in the game for Rogers.
Nyhouse will check it back in.
Pretty shot.
Lady Mavs doing a good job. They're actually 4 for 4 from the foul line. Going to make those free throws, and here's a steal. Tampa's has the steal. Southside has the numbers. Tampa's going to bring it back out. Feeds Nyhouse top. Also, Vados, she's got a nice shot, too, if she can get it going. Adams wants to feed low post and get it down to Nyhouse. Back to Adams. It's a good job of Nyhouse recognizing the double team.
That's right.
Now the ball's going to be taken away by Blockberger. Tell you what, it's not easy. That ball looks like it's a hot potato right now.
It really does.
Lady Mounties, there's a nice penetration down low for about an 8-footer. It's up and it's good. That's Brooklyn Owens with 2 points.
Coach Brunk's down there asking the same question I am.
The good Ariel Acevedo. Yeah, I was wondering too. It looked like she held ground, didn't move. And
I've seen a lot more contact than that on this end.
Yeah. Three-point play for Brooklyn Owens. Ties the ball game up at 6. See if the Lady Mavs will hold for the last shot. Ball going to be tipped out of bounds. That's a break for the Lady Mavs. The ball was knocked out of bounds by Taylor Chrisman, and you had the cutter go inside. They threw it outside, and Lady Mavs get a break there to hang on to the ball. Probably will hold for the last shot. Going to work that high post with Nyhouse, who'll come up and set a screen up top. Here's a 3 by Lydia Ann Adams on the way. It rims around, and there's a rebound by Nyhouse. And I'll tell you what, I think she didn't know how much time was on the clock. She really tried to force that.
Rushing it a little bit.
Yep. And that's going to be the end of the first period with all tied up here at 6. A lot of action and not a lot of shots, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, please draw your attention to center court. Raising Canes and Southside.
Let's go down to center court here for a presentation.
Shining students from the Fort Smith Public School District. Cook Elementary School has nominated Ellie Daly as a Rising Cane Shining Student. Ellie is a model student. She is always looking out for everyone, including new students, and making them feel included and valued. Ellie works very hard in the classroom to complete assignments and is always encouraging others to do their best. Ladies and gentlemen, Ellie Daly.
Welcome back. We're all tied up at 6 here as we looked at the scoring summary so far for the Lady Mavs. Sophia Nyhouse, 2. Kayla Robinson, 2. And Lydia Ann Adams with 2. While for the Lady Mounties, Taylor Chrisman off the bench with 3. Brooklyn Owens with 3 points. As far as foul trouble, Peyton Yaffe with 2 for the Lady Mavs and Kiera Owens with 2 for Lady Mounties. As you said, Terrell, Lady Mounties have done a lot of substitutions, so they're not really had a lot of girls that could get in foul trouble. Southside going to swing across court to Ari Acevedo. Suggs looks to penetrate in. Again, they're working out that zone defense. Going to get a reach call on Chrisman. That's her second personal foul. And Terrell, I don't know if you know the rules on this now, but they go by 5 fouls per quarter. I really kind of like that.
It's different. I didn't know how much I was going to like it or hate it until we got into the season, and I really hadn't noticed a whole lot of difference.
Lady Mavs going to turn the ball over. Approximately about 15 minutes after conclusion of this ball game, we'll have the boys game. And that Southside Maverick team last night, I thought played well, except for they had one quarter where they had about 6 minutes of the second period where they really struggled, got behind, and then they pretty much outplayed them the rest of the way.
Yeah, they did.
Shot. That's a tough one on the Lady Mavs right there. They had position. Looked like Pressy had position over there, but that was an air ball. And then,
yeah,
I mean, it's just anybody's guess where that ball's going to go after
right.
that. So Suggs will bring it up for the Lady Mavs. Working that high post. Got her sister in there now, Julia Suggs. She's got a good ball game too, Terrell. She does a very good job at point. Swing it out to Acevedo. Will fire a 3 up. It's up, and it's off the side. No good. Mounties want to push it into the front court. Here's about a 15-footer, no good. There's a nice rebound and shot up and no good. Yeah, the rebounding is going to be.
It's key.
Yeah, it's key right there. There's a nice penetration inside, and I'll tell you what, that's a late whistle. They'll get Pressy. Yeah, Coach is Brunks. He's got to be questioning that.
Yeah, I know he is.
Brooklyn Owens go to the line for 2 free throws. Now has 4 points in the ball game. Second one's also good. Owens now with 5 points. First lead of the night for the Lady Mounties. Again, it's hitting some of those shots. They're getting some open looks, and they're going to get a foul call. I believe that's going to be on Kiera Owens.
Foul call on number 12.
Yeah, that's her third personal foul.
Owens, that is her third.
Second team foul.
Second quarter.
I have a feeling that's a little bit earlier in the second quarter than they were hoping she would pick up that third one.
There was a nice penetration by Acevedo. Will go to the line for 2 free throws. What I like about that, too, the play right there, Terrell, okay, she might have been able to feed the right side maybe to Nyhouse. But that being said, when you're going up like that, I just almost like to see him take that shot.
Well, and you're forcing contact. I mean, they're going to have to come challenge you on that one, too.
Second free throw up, and it's also good.
I think another, key to that, too, is if you just go to Nyhouse every time, they're just going to double team her every time,
Nyhouse gets a steal. Get this, though, Terrell. Southside 6 for 6 from the foul line. There's a 3 on the way by Acevedo. Those are good looks, though.
Yeah, they are. That's what I mean. It's like you don't want them to quit shooting them because they're drawing iron. There you go.
The key you hope happens in this ball game right now for the Lady Mavs is just while you work out your shooting woes, some of those shots are going to start falling at some point.
They will.
You got to believe they are.
You got to figure out who's hot. I
and,
mean, that's the main thing.
And keep that game close until that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Defense has been good for the Lady Mavs tonight. Free throw shooting's been really good. Get the ball to Kayla Robinson off the right wing. Set a nice double team. Does a good job of getting rid of the ball. Southside doing a good job of swinging it around. Going to get Acevedo for one too many steps. But I like what they did, though. They got the double team set. Robinson finds Suggs to her sister Julia Suggs over to Acevedo. And that's how you get the good looks. And here's a breakaway for an easy two. That's Brooklyn Owens with two more. That was 7 points in the ball game. And those are the ones that drive coaches crazy.
Absolutely.
Right there. Lady Mavs going to turn it over here. Lady Mountie swing it down into the front. Here's a three on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. And there's the inside rebound, and
there we go.
There's Robinson pulling it away.
I tell you what, I like our fight down there.
Oh, nice give and go pass to Nyhouse for two. Nice pass, though, by Kayla Robinson. Actually, I believe that might have been Suggs that made the pass. Here's a three on the way. Brooklyn Owens starting to heat up now. She's got 10 points. Oh, nice inside the entry pass again to Nyhouse. She'll be fouled.
Make the same pass right here. Same exact thing.
Fourth team foul. Back in the game for Southside, number 13, Peyton Yockey.
I thought that would have been a shooting foul.
I thought it was getting close for sure.
Inbounds. Jaffe checks back in for the Lady Mavs. Looks to penetrate in. Here's a three by Jaffe up and off the rim, no good.
We aren't missing those by much.
There's a nice penetration in. Rebound pulled down by Jaffe. The thing you've got to watch, though, is don't fall in love with that three. If it's not there, look to penetrate in, try to get some easy looks. Good job of setting the double team. Going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad for everybody to get a little look at that three, but it's like at some point you just got to figure out who's hot. You know what I mean? You turn them loose, and then everybody else, go get warmed up. Make some jump shots.
Yeah, I like the idea of the three and get warmed up with it, but there's also a point, too, where you can't fall in love with it.
Nope.
Lady Mounties beat the press, get it down, and
nice.
Good job by Southside coming back, and not going to get the save as
not
ball goes out of
long
bounds. What we'll say about this Lady Mountie team now, we're seeing Brooklyn Owens heat up a little bit. And so far tonight, they're not just a deadly. There's a good play by Tampus, knocking the ball away. Help side defense, but their three-pointers haven't really been there either.
No, they hadn't.
Here's a three by Tampus from the corner up. It's good.
There you go.
Ties the ball game up at 13. There's a bailout call.
5 seconds after the shot.
Sophia Nyhouse, her first personal foul. I'll tell you, Coach Brunks, it's really pretty much it's Chrisman to go to the line for 2 free throws. First one off the back of the rim, no good.
You know what I call that right there, Keith?
It's called a bailout.
I call that a good foul because they missed their first foul shot. As long as they missed 1 out of 2, it was a good foul.
Second one's up, and it's good. Chrisman now with 4 points. Actually, you look at the scoring for Rogers, Chrisman and Owens have all the points. That's about Southside, though. I kind of equate it to if you can start nailing a couple of those threes, it draws that defense out a little quicker. It'll open up that inside for Nyhouse and Kayla Robinson, maybe get some easy baskets on the inside. Jaffe inbound.
That's really all you need to do is get one of them open, get that double team out of that paint.
And Rogers they're trying to trap in that corner.
Yeah, they are.
Lady Mavs got to do a little bit better job of when you pick up your dribble like that, it's coming to the top instead of trying to cut to the basket. It's not there because they're kind of taking that away.
Yeah. Yeah, we've dribbled into that trap a couple times over in this corner, and that is, once you get there, it is tough to get out of there.
So look at the scoring summary so far in the ball game. For the Lady Mavs, Ariel Acevedo with 2, Michaela Tampus 3, Sylvia Niehaus, your leading scorer with 4 points, Kayla Robinson 2, Lydia Ann Adams with 2 points, while for Rogers Lady Mounties, Taylor Christman off the bench with 4 points, and Brooklyn Owens, who got on a hot streak here with 7 points here in the second period, has 10 points in the ball game. You got Kiera Owens with 3 personal fouls, while for Lady Mavs, Peyton Yaffe along with Kalia Pressey with 2 fouls. So not anybody to speak of really, with the exception of Owens, in foul trouble.
No, but I guess the silver lining there, or the bright side of it is, you're distributing the ball well, because you got a lot of players with points, so it usually bodes well over the course of the game.
Yeah, and the key too is you talk about the personal fouls. You wish it was Brooklyn Owens with 3 instead of Kiera.
That's it.
With her 10 points.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to shut that one down.
Lady Mavs will get the ball here, the chance to take the lead. Going to set the trap up with Tampus. Gets the ball over to Yaffe to the corner. So Kay Robinson feeds low post.
You don't see that called too often on a trap.
That's on Yaffe, her 3rd personal foul.
Back in the game for the Mavericks, number 21, Felicity Suggs.
That's a tough call on the Lady Mavs. That's 3 on Yaffe now. There's a setup 3. It's on the way, and it's good. Owens has a nice touch. Tell you what, they're scoring right now. She's got 13 points, so they're 17. May go to a box and 1. Nice move by Lydia Ann Adams. They're going to have a push. This will be 2 free throws for the Lady Mavs, as that's the 5th team foul.
They'll double team anytime they touch it.
So you've got Chrisman along with Kiera Owens now with 3 fouls. First free throw up, and it's good. As Elijah Freya checks in. Second one's up, and it's good. I wasn't going to jinx him on that.
That's right.
Cuts the lead down to 2. And that's the key, too. That's what's kept Southside in this ball game, 8 for 8 from the foul line, including 4 for 4 from Lydia Ann Adams. Nice penetration move to the inside for 2. Good job there by Kate Owens for 2. Her first 2 of the ball game.
Basket number 13, Kate Jackson.
Excuse me, that's Kate Jackson. Adams looking to penetrate in. Well, what's happening with Southside right now is they're giving up their dribble, getting set up in that double team, and then instead of someone coming to help in an open space, they're all trying to cut to the basket. Well, there's no lane to make that pass.
No, they're using that trap really well.
Freeland brings the ball in the front court, set the offense up for the Lady Mounties. It's a big 1:48 to go here, Terrell. It's for Southside to keep this within 4 points. It's a good job by Tampus. That's about 3 times now that they've come on the help defense on Owens and got back there making the plays. And I think they're going to have to do that, harass her and make some of the other girls from Lady Mounties, shoulder some of the scoring load.
I've been impressed, though. We forced a lot of turnovers in this first half. I think if we keep that up, we're going to be in good shape.
Somebody get hot out there, get us back in the ball game. The defense has been good for Lady Mavs. Tell you what, though, they called walking off Felicity Suggs, but there sure was a lot of contact.
Sure looked like she was being held.
Southside going to put a bit of a press on here. Tampus in the backcourt. Tampus makes a steal. We'll take it all the way down. We'll go up strong. She was fouled, and no call. Back to Tampus. Free throw line. Here's Adams up off the back of the rim. No good. Tell you what, they're very inconsistent tonight. As Brooklyn Owens will take it strong to the basket. She'll be fouled. That's Acevedo, her second personal foul. First free throw up and it's good. Owens now with 14 points in the ball game. Second one up and it's also good. Again, this is a key point of the ball game. You had it, I believe it 16-15 at one time. Now it's 21-15. Try to feed the ball down low, going to be stolen. It's a nice move, penetration down and finish for Sayla Blockenberger with 2 points now.
Nice dish. She took a shot, Keith.
It's on Blockberger, her first personal foul. Key right here, you're down by 8. Don't let it get any more than what it is right now. Maybe cut into it, maybe get her down to about 4 before the end of the period. Free throw up and it's good.
Back in for the Mavericks, number 10, Talia Pressey. Number 23, Kayla Robinson.
Yeah, to your point, Keith. It'd be real nice to get a stop right here.
Tell you, those free throws have kept the Lady Mavs in the ball game.
Big time.
It's little things sometimes that kind of make a difference in the ball game.
Ooh, nice block.
It was over the back. They're going to call a jump ball. I'll tell you, poor Sophia Nyhouse, she gets knocked down 3 or 4 times. And
yeah, she's usually having to battle against 2 people at the same time.
yeah, that looked like more over the back than anything. Let's see if they want to hold to the last shot. Actually, there's about a second difference. They'll get Tampus for the foul. Be 2 free throws here for Sayla Blockberger. First free throws off the back of the rim, no good. It's been those second chances too have been a big difference in this ball game.
Yeah, Nyhouse, I mean, when she's in there, it's usually our ball. It's usually our rebound, but kind of you were hinting at it earlier. It's like when she comes out, kind of gets tipped around a lot, but usually doesn't end up with us.
Well, Mavs hold for the last shot. Here's Tampus, looks to penetrate in. Now it's down low pass to Pressey, throws it up, no good. And we're going to get over the back call on Kayla Robinson.
Foul call on number 23 for Southside, Kayla Robinson. Her first.
This is when you don't like the 5 foul rule right
Yeah,
here because
exactly.
you're fouling that in with 1.6, so you basically give them a chance to score 2 points with
Well,
really no time on the clock.
Yeah, and when you asked about that earlier, I always try to think in terms of strategy, and I think how does it affect you? This right here is about the only time it really plays into the strategy.
And the other thing about that, too, is you got Brooklyn Owens on the foul line.
Right.
It's not really the one you want to send up there. Second free throw is good. Owens with 16 points in the first half. And we're going to be at the half here. Southside trails 25-17. We'll be back here in just a bit with the first half scoring summary. You're watching Southside Lady Maverick basketball on Maverick TV.